Hey guys, latest news with crypto marine local and international. Trump ordered to return National Guard control to Gavin Newsom by federal judge. His actions were illegal. A federal judge has ruled that Donald Trump's takeover of the California National Guard was illegal and ordered the president to return control back to Governor Gavin Newsom. Let me say something. Gavin Newsom is a fine man. My goodness. Good looking man. No disrespect to his wife. When this guy stand up being tough, and there was something about a good looking man stand on business and being tough and let people know how he feels. Say, take me to jail. Yeah, I can't handle that. That shit is hot. Good looking man. I think he'll make a good looking president too. Cause since Clinton, the Kennedy that they assassinated, Obama, Biden was all right. We haven't seen a good looking president, but yeah, he's fine as hell. And I like that. I don't care what race. It could be black, brown, Italian, Chinese, whatever. Gavin Newsom just a fine ass man. Let's go back to business, y'all. It's okay. I'm a woman, okay? It's a rare victory for the Golden State amid Trump's drastically escalating response to protests against ICE raids throughout Los Angeles. But Judge Charles R. Breyer has stayed his order until noon Friday, giving the Trump administration ample time to file an emergency appeal. The U.S. administration has also made a point of defying lower court rulings, which means likely no matter how such an appeal goes, things are unlikely to change in LA soon. Trump federalized the California National Guard on Saturday and deployed them to support ICE personnel after multiple protests sprung up in locations and around Los Angeles in response to a sudden increase in ICE raids over the weekend. The state filed a lawsuit against the deployment on Tuesday, and Newsom has alleged that Trump's actions, starting with increased ICE raids, were intended to cause unrest, specifically to justify further escalation from the administration. Let me tell you guys something. In 2023, illegal immigrants pay $96 to $100 billion in taxes. And to tell you the truth, they're not going to get any kind of benefits from it because they are illegal. They don't have a social security. So when they are retired, they're not going to get any kind of profit, any kind of benefit from it. They were doing it because that's what was supposed to be done, following the law, following the rules. They pay taxes. My thing is, I said it before in my other videos, if there was a murderer in town, if there was a SA man that going around destroying America, take those idiots, send them back home where they belong. Because if you go through hell to get to America and you don't have the decency, you don't have the respect for your families back home, to come here to work hard, to send them something home, to make their life easier, you come to drink and drive in here, get your ass back, okay? Self-deport yourself because you are not doing your families or America a favor. But if those that are working hard, doing the jobs the American people are not willing to do. Today I was watching a case on George Porter on YouTube. Fine black man. That's another one I have some respect for. He stands on business. This white guy hired this young Hispanic kids. The Hispanic kids was born here in America. He's an American citizen. In his mind, in this white man's mind, this young man was illegal. Not only not paying him the minimum wage, but paying him below minimum wage and treating him like crap. The kids was good with a computer, with technology. trying to help his business excel by creating social media accounts for him. But he owed the kid 1,700 and some change to somebody who has a great business. He's trying to sue the kid for $10,000 for defamation. Can you believe this? The kid was born here, but because he's Hispanic, automatically he assumed the child isn't illegal. He speaks English perfectly with no accent. You can tell. That's one thing when people are talking about, oh, you are illegal, you are wetback, you come here in the boat. These kids were born here. They speak different than me that came here when I was 16. They sound different than people that came here when they were young. People that was born in a foreign country that came here when they're young or at a certain age, or when you were 16 or 15, or when you're 20, we have an accent. That cannot go away. I don't care how much English you speak, you know how good or amazing your grammar is. That accent will not go away. That identify and separate who you are from the people that were born here. So to take it back from Judge Potter granted the young man the $1,700, but that white guy keep on saying he has some kind of outburst. He was diagnosed with some kind of outburst condition that he cannot control it. And I said, my goodness, those people always have a diagnosis for their bad behavior. If they kill somebody, if they destroy something, if anything happened to white people, something happened, they diagnosed them with mental illness, something happened. But if it's a black person that something happened to them, and they could have had some kind of mental issue, but because they are black or they are others, Hispanic, Asian, whatever, they say they thug. Like, why you put a different label in different race based on the crime? A crime is a fucking crime at the end of the day. You destroy somebody's life, you destroy somebody's family, but because you're white, you have mental illness, but if you're black, you're a thug? Or give me a break. We know why. Subscribe. Thank you for watching. Guys, the world is amazing how you could be judged and sentenced differently because of the color of our skin. Two people can commit the same crime and spend different amount of time in jail just because of the color of their skin. And you're gonna tell me you could be found fair here in America based on the color of your skin? Give me a break. You're not being truthful, man. You are a liar. Subscribe. Thank you for watching.